Hello, everyone. How are you doing? This is Daryl Guberman, CEO of Guberman PMC LLC, a quality consulting firm here in Connecticut, and also ISO Registrar, International Organization of Standards. We assist companies and issue certificates in different quality ISO standard derivatives. This video today is about it must end. Senators urge feds to review Boeing's culpability and safety issues. QA expert Daryl Guberman explains. It goes even deeper than that. We have two special guests here. We have Elizabeth Warren. We have Richard Blumenthal. Thank you, both of you, for coming in this morning. But you know something, sit back, relax, and we've been telling you for months. We have gotten a hold of Richard Blumenthal. When I stood up, I will show you the picture. But we got in touch with both Lorenzo Dalbert, really nice person, and so is Beatrix, very, very nice people. You couldn't have picked two better individuals, Richard. I must compliment you on that one. But we're going to have them all sit down because you're going to have to watch this. In June, actually July, I put in a 42-page booklet to Boeing, certified mail. We received some of them back. We have all the cards, about 11 cards back, 10 or 11 cards back from the board. And having me be their dark horse, their CEO and or head of quality, which would have been more apropos if they were good board of directors members, they would have looked through this and said, yeah, we can use this guy as the head of quality, which they should have. They can still do that. And this is why I'm telling you this video. We have Robert Kelly Oetberg. Now they're saying that they should bring legal action against the executives of Boeing. He should be almost number one on the list because when he was at Rockwell Collins, Robert Kelly Oetberg, or Kelly Oetberg as he goes with, he was the CEO during the design, manufacture, and implementation of the M.KHAN system in 2021, and here it is. In 2021, here's the flow chart. In 2021, Mr. Oetberg jumped ship and retired. I wonder why. Here I am standing up in front of Richard Blumenthal on April 17th at the DHS subcommittee hearing for Boeing when Sam Salipar over here was giving his deposition about the 777 and Boeing 787. Okay, those two pieces of paper that I have over here illustrate that Boeing gave up on-site supplier and subcontractor auditing for 22 years, taking two pieces of paper and saying, here you go. We will get to that. I was there on June 18th with David Calhoun giving his deposition. ANSI, the American National Standards Institute, is a private, not-for-profit, non-governmental corporation that has federal agencies and corporations on board. ANSI, the American National Standards Institute, took over the complete control of the American National Crediting Board in 2018. Between 2015 and 2018, I'm not going to go deeply into this. I want to keep on going. But between 2015 and 2018, 2015 and 2021, ANSI ANAP sat on the International Accreditation Form, which in 2015 was handed over to a communist Chinese national, Zhao Zhenwu, who is mandated by his country of origin, Communist China, to take our data through the China National Intelligence Law, Article number 7. This actually illustrates to you down here that ANSI was a founding member of the International Accreditation Form, which is a association of accreditation bodies, both national and international, and also their sister organization, ILAC, the International Laboratory Accreditation Cooperation, okay, out of Australia. ANSI ANAP is also an underwriter for both the IF and ILAC. They take all legal responsibility for any systematic or product failure. And here you go, okay? Now we come up with Boeing, okay? Boeing. We're going to go through this flow chart starting at the top. September 2001, Boeing, after 9/11, lost a lay of 20,000, 30,000 employees. In April of 2002, 7 months later, NADCAP was formed under Boeing's tutelage. That is given by the Performance Review Institute. We will show you this. Basically, Boeing says, send in your cert, send in your parts, and we don't have to come to your facilities. Which means, for all special processes, heat treat, welding, and non-destructive like penetrant inspection, Boeing gave that up to a certificate. In July of 2002, they gave up on-site auditing to a supplier bulletin, which said that if you are ANSI ANAB accredited on your AS 9100 certificate, send in your certificate, send in your parts, and we don't have to come visit you. 2009, FAA grants self-certification to Boeing. What they did is gone into Boeing and they made some of the Boeing personnel FAA inspectors. They did not have to tell the DOJ about or actually the FAA about the implementation of MCAS. They did not have to tell them about new aircraft designs. This is what it was, okay? And here it is. Here's the actual procedure. What does, we believe for the heat treatment and welding and all that from Performance Review Institute, what does this mean? We believe the number of redundant audits will be significantly reduced. Aerospace manufacturers embrace the program. As the aircraft manufacturers embrace the program, you'll find that Boeing shoved it right up their ass. Honestly, I've been involved with quality 40 plus years. I know about it. Boeing will augment NADCAP audits with additional assessments as the need arises. As the need arises. What does that mean, ladies and gentlemen? The next one is the supplier bulletin, which was in July of 2002. The PRI one, the NADCAP one, was in April of 2002 for special processes. The supplier bulletin was in July, and it says, on-site Boeing audit of supplier's quality system if need be. Our preference is to deal with proven suppliers with excellent quality performance and not have to do on-site quality audits. So they proved it, okay? Which means this. They send in their NADCAP cert, boom, send in your parts, we're good to go. AS 9100, as long as it's ANSI ANAB accredited, send in your cert, send in your parts, we don't have to come out and go. This is actually the article from 2009 that says they self-certify. And the worst sentence in this whole thing is that Boeing's inspection work is already being delegated to FAA appointed in-house company inspectors who report most of their findings. What the hell is that? Oh, most of their findings. This is why they're breaking the Sherman Act. Keeping a company like me out. I told Richard Blumenthal about that and his staff concerning this. This is their supplier portal, which says third-party registrars must be ANSI, ANAP, or internationally equivalent. They took this web page down, so I took a picture of it. This is an actual picture of the web page from March of 2024. It's just about brand new. And it shows down below here, it shows that Boeing sits on the board that can grant, suspend, and withdraw certification. Management System Accreditation Committee. Excuse me. Right here. And this is a good one for you, Richard. Here's this guy from the Department of Homeland Security. He makes $262,000 plus his DHS salary. And it's called the various, where he doesn't pay taxes. You have the Department of Commerce, Gordon Gillerman, $120,000 plus his federal salary, representing the Department of Commerce as a NIST member, National Institute of Standards and Technology employee. Here you go, Richard. Look at this. You have the DOJ, DHS, and FAA, and Boeing sitting on ANSI ANAB's board. And these people do not just sit on the board. I'm going to show you this. This is the balance sheet. Okay? Here you go, Richard and Elizabeth Warren. You have the Department of Homeland Security. You have the Department of Commerce, Department of Justice, and U.S. Food and Drug Administration, which is actually the FDA. And then you have this, again, Boeing and Homeland Security. So what we're saying to you this, ladies and gentlemen, Elizabeth Warren, let's bring them on, Elizabeth Warren and Richard Blumenthal, okay, Senator Blumenthal, want to take to task the legalities and culpability of Boeing. So I'm going to tell both of you, the DHS is compromised, I hate to tell you, because ANSI ANAB are paying a salary to a person that sits on the board. If not now, then when? They're paying a salary to Phil Mattson and probably somebody else. I think Phil stepped down in 2021. I show that as an example of what the DHS is involved with. The DHS, Homeland Security, Department of Commerce, and also FDA sit on ANSI ANAB's board, the board, actually the accreditation body that Boeing uses. Do you understand this? And they're not just members, they're also customers. So you also have to go, if you want culpability, you have to go out, Robert Kelly Oberg, the new CEO, he was at Rockwell Collins during MCAS. You have to go after him. My number is 203-556-1493 or Daryl, DARYL, @yahoo.com. I thank you for this moment. I really appreciate it. And have a good day.